Hey there, Dad Argray from Marketing for Hippies. Just walking home after doing a puttering session, hanging out in the park. Fellow from Amsterdam, Vincent. Good session. Maybe I'll tell you about it someday. Today's video, though, is about avoiding the spotlight. And so I did a video recently about this fear of being seen. And the fear of being seen, what I suggested is, it's not about being in the spotlight, it's that you're wielding the spotlight. So I want to just take that thought a bit further, because one of the things I see with a lot of the people I work with is a kind of collapsing, a kind of not wanting to be in the spotlight, a wanting to avoid the spotlight, a fear of the spotlight. And I want to just suggest that this trying to avoid the spotlight is just the flip of the coin of trying to hog the spotlight, trying to get into the spotlight. It's the same, it's a different side of the coin, but it's the same currency. Whether you are in the spotlight or avoiding the spotlight, trying to get it or trying to stay away from it. Because at the center of both of those equations is you. It's still about you. If you want to get into the spotlight, well, that's about you. If you're wanting to avoid the spotlight, it's still about you. And I would remind everyone that there's a real world out there that needs our help. That there are real issues that need somebody to shine the spotlight on. The spotlight is not going to find its way to the troubles of the world on its own. It needs somebody to grab it and focus it. That is our job, I would say. So avoiding the spotlight is also avoiding your responsibility. If we're in this world for a certain reason, if we're in this world to shine a spotlight on certain things that have been ignored, and we spend all of our time avoiding the spotlight, we say, oh, but no, I'm avoiding being in the spotlight. It kind of goes together. People don't tend to make that discernment. When they avoid the spotlight, they just avoid anything to do with spotlights because they think that's more noble. They think if I just collapse in a corner and hide, that is somehow more noble. If I avoid responsibility. Well, history is full of a lot of people who were nice and good and meek and quiet in times of trouble, and horrors happened largely because of that, because people were unwilling to speak up and do their part. No, collapse is not more noble. There's nothing inherently noble about collapse. It's understandable. It's a forgivable something. There's no judgment in the need to collapse once in a while. But let's not lionize it and herald it as a greater spiritual achievement. There's plenty of reason. There's lots of mercy in the world. We all need to collapse in the corner sometimes. But it doesn't change the fact that if we collapse in the corner of a room, that room is in a real world full of people also collapsing. And it's all willing. On a good day, we have the strength. And instead of being caught in the eternal moral quandary of, God, do I get in the spotlight? Have it be about me, or do I avoid the spotlight? Because that's just about you. That's about you and your insecurities and your fears and your not wanting to be seen. And it's all you. Instead of this, we stand behind the spotlight and we turn it to focus on the ignored, the maligned, the marginalized, issues in the world. There's a real world out there that needs our help, and avoiding the spotlight is avoiding a responsibility. Anyways, that's my thought. Hopefully this is of some help. Thank you for watching. Thanks for being subscribed, those of you who are subscribed. If you haven't, there's a little red button with a bell icon you can click. Marketingforhippies.com is my website. I'm on Facebook. Aren't we all? And anyways, thanks so much for watching. And to everyone who shares these videos, I'm deeply grateful. Take care.